Thanks, Taylor. So, as you know, Taylor and I conducted primary research together as a team. And in doing so, we wanted to really uncover the why behind the issues that we were individually researching. And we figured in order to do that, we needed to uncover the who, the where, and the what around these issues first. And so we started with the who, the basic demographic questions. We asked the question, who were our respondents? Who are they? Are they in representation of the overall population? And if not, we wanted to understand why. But if not, we would also take note that maybe our results were skewed or not as accurate as they could have been. And we wanted to keep this survey simple, keep these demographic questions simple because we were asking very private medical questions and we didn't want to get too intrusive with the basic demographic questions. And so we really focused around just a few, and we'll highlight two here. In table 1.1, you'll see we asked a question about gender, and in table 1.2, we asked a question about age. You'll notice that we got a 50-50 split between male and female, and that is representative of the overall population. However, age, ours skewed we're heavy on the 25 to 45-year-old population, which is not necessarily indicative of the overall population. The 2020 census suggests that it's about half of that actually. So there may be some skewed results in relation to age and preferences focused on age. From there, we looked at the where, the regional data, not necessarily where our respondents were from, but where they received emergency care. And we focused on the greater Philadelphia region, which includes northern Delaware, obviously, a lot of Eagles fans there. This data was also going to really guide my secondary research, and I'll get into that in just a bit when I show you the tables. And again, we wanted to keep it simple as to guide both of us in our individual projects. So you can see here in table 2.1, it was the state in which they received emergency care. 50% were from PA, 41% were from Delaware, and then we had some outliers in non-regional areas. And then this table is really going to help me because it lists the specific hospital in which they received the emergency care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see like a lot of them were from, most of them were from Christiana Care in Chester County. I'm going to focus my secondary research on uncovering the relationships these hospitals have with travel nurse staffing agencies. From there, we looked at noteworthy trends within our data. What does the data suggest? This is the what. And were our results expected or unexpected? I can tell you a lot of them were unexpected, which threw us for a little bit of a loop, but we'll go for it. Go with it. We wanted to know how this will impact our future research. In my case, like I don't know if I have. In fact, I don't have the same solution I initially thought I had for an alternative solution to capping nursing pay. I don't even know if my stance on the issue is the same after looking at our results from this survey. But again, with these trends, we wanted to keep it simple so it was clear to understand. And the results that I found most fascinating were in relation to how they rated their pain upon entering the hospital versus how they rated their initial check-in experience. And these were inversely correlated. We found that if they had a higher pain level when entering, they rated their experience lower. And vice versa. If they had lower pain level, they rated it a little bit higher. Same number of people here versus 3 and below. And if they had high pain, typically they're rating their experience 3 and below. I found that to be fascinating. So perception has something to do with experience and how they remember experience. Another very interesting but unexpected data point was we posed two statements to our respondents. The nursing staff was caring and compassionate, and the nursing staff was calm and composed. And the overwhelming majority said that they were certainly compassionate, as you can see here from the orange and green, strongly agree and agree. And 95% of our respondents felt that they were calm and composed, which would suggest that they are not demonstrating characteristics of people that are under a lot of stress or under any kind of like staffing shortages. We did have some room for improvement. Initially, this question, at what hospital did you receive emergency care, was a short answer question. So if they wrote Chester County and Chester County Hospital, they'd be coming up in two different results. So I focused the results over here and merged those two. And if they said Chester County and Chester County Hospital, I assumed they meant just one. So that was some of our altered data. Our conclusions were pretty simple. Like I said before, pain appears to have an influence on how they remembered the situation and their perception of the situation. This was clear in our data. Also, patients presenting symptoms do influence the way nurses deliver compassionate care. If they're bleeding out their abdomen, they're probably going to deliver more compassionate care to them. And finally, according to our research, the quality of care nurses in our region provide would suggest that they are not suffering from severe nursing staffing shortages. Could this be because they are fully staffed due to agency support, travel nurse support? Who knows? Well, that is what I'm going to find out from here on. And that was our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.